Change. The word alone can be challenging. How do we get started? Where will the change lead? Don't sit there and worry about it. Be the change. Welcome to Be the Change Radio. Host Christina Bloom has been a professional psychic and spiritual advisor for 20 years, offering psychic and mediumship readings for individuals and groups. She also teaches several classes in psychic development and metaphysics. In addition, she is an author who has published 2 books so far and is the co-owner of Moonbow Publications and Productions, LLC. Are you ready for that change now? Here is your host of Be the Change Radio, Christina Bloom.
Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to Be the Change Radio. You're listening to us at WLTK-DB. Let's Talk Radio. I'm so glad to be here. I'm your host, and I am starting a whole brand new year with you here. Thank you very much for showing up. And I'm very happy to announce that we have a really great show coming with you. We have the Soulful Sharing. Oh my gosh, it's a podcast group that I'm on Thursday mornings, the Soulful Sharing. And I forgot, like I do. We'll get there. It's just been one of those days. Welcome back to a new year with Mercury retrograde. So that always makes it more fun for communication and electronics. But I just wanted to share a little bit with you about what I have coming up this month. So a do not miss event tomorrow night. It's online. It's on Zoom. You can find it on my meetup page at meetup.com/onespiritconnection/ it's either events or calendars. And it is the New Year's spiritual channeling that I'm going to be doing live on Zoom. I will be recording it. So if you don't want your face on there, you can just, turn off your camera and it's all good. But I was informed today that it will be the Pleiadian High Council who is going to come through and share with us some information about what's coming up in the next year for planet Earth and for the universe at large and for the galaxy, and lots of stuff, lots of information that's going to come through tomorrow night. So make sure that you get signed up. What you do is you click the registration link, you go in, you pay for it, and then they email you a Zoom link. So make sure that you go in and do that before 7:30 Central Time tomorrow. Let's see. On the 20th, a new show, Soul and Synergy, is going to be having their first show at 10 a.m. Central Time right here on WLTK-DB. And I will be one of their first guests on their brand new show. I'm going to help them kick off their show. You have seen them probably if you watch Diet's show, the School Through Spirit. They have been guest hosts on that show, and now they have their own show. So maybe we'll finally get to find out who's Soul and who's Synergy. That'd be fun. All right. So that again is on the 20th at 10 a.m. On the 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., I will be at the Northwoods Health and Wellness Expo in Plover, Wisconsin at the Art and Fair Atrium. So come on down there. There'll be lots of people doing psychic readings, lots of cool stuff to shop for. And, Christmas is over, but Valentine's Day is coming. So, maybe some cool stuff for that. And that's going to be a whole lot of fun. On the 26th at 7:30 Central, I will be teaching a dragon class. Hello, Lee. Hello, Jessica. Thank you so much for being here. Happy New Year's to both of you. I will be teaching a dragon class on Zoom. You will be able to find that information again on my meetup page. And on the 28th, Soul and Synergy is having a fair in Eau Claire, Wisconsin at the Best Western Conference Center on Mondovi Road from 10 to 5. And I'll be doing the gallery reading at that event. And I don't remember right off the top of my head what time that is, but I think it's around 1 p.m. I'll have to double check that for you before then. So that is what I have going on. in January, and I hope that you'll be able to join me for some of that. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So this is our New Year's show. This is we are going to be talking about New Year's resolutions, and when I say New Year's resolutions, I kind of choke on it because I just don't buy into the whole resolution thing. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, oh, well, I'm going to work out every day for 3 hours for a year. Nope. I might work out 3 days this month, possibly. But it's just one of those things, like we all got stuck in doing these New Year's resolutions. But as we're going through this ascension, I feel like we're moving beyond that. It's one of those things that's gotten antiquated. We're doing it differently now. Paradox. Yeah, exactly, Lee. Paradox. So I've seen online, and I've actually done this. So last year at this time, I kind of made a declaration rather than a resolution. So what I did was I just decided that 2022 was going to be the year that my voice was heard around the world. And guess what? It has been all over the world. People have become familiar with the show. They've seen me on lives on Facebook. And now with the new show that I do with my son, The Paranormal Room, which comes up right after this one, people all over the world have now heard my voice. And some of them actually come back to hear it again. So, hey, I'm happy about that. And so, Jessica, I'm going to get to that. Okay. So what I have seen people doing is choosing a word for the year that they want to focus on. And I, for the longest time, I could not come up with what is it that I want to focus on this year, because everything has been so much with shifting and ascending. And thank you, Lee. She said she was glad that the resolution was fulfilled. Hi, Christine. Oh, hi, Christina. Yeah. Hi, Robin. Happy New Year. It's been a day, people. So my word for this year, 2023, is unstoppable. Nothing is stopping me anymore. I'm not letting anything get in my way of doing the things that I want to do. And that involves a lot more public speaking. That involves probably more writing and publishing. I am now writing a monthly article for The Inner Voice, which is an online newspaper, and I will be sharing that information with you coming up. There's just so many things that we can do where we can just focus on one thing, for some. Thanks, Rita. Rita said, great word. And I have just decided that that's my word. It doesn't focus on a specific goal like it did last year, but everything that I want to do, I'm going to do. Life is all about living, and life is all about joy, and everything that brings me joy, I'm doing it this year. And hopefully I will do it long enough to where it creates a habit and go on into future years. So, oh, Robin says she has a bracelet that says that word. That's cool. I have something like blocking my view here. All right. I'm so glad you guys can't see my desktop. It's a mess. All right. So you know what? I am going to bring the Soulful Sharing Circle out. Circle, that was the word I couldn't think of before. So we are going to bring out Tara, Tammy, and Diane, unless someone else has showed up too. You're all here. You can unmute yourselves now.
Hello.
I love that word.
I do
Awesome.
too.
Awesome. So I know this has been, because we've been in touch a lot lately. Like the four of us, by the way, have released a new book. Diane is our brainchild behind this, and it is called Divine Feminine Awakening. And we have all written chapters for this book along with, isn't that a beautiful cover? Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Isn't it awesome?
It is. It's beautiful. So that's something that we're going to want to focus on tonight too, because I want Diane to tell us all about that inspiration and how that came to her. And then, the three of us that were like biting our nails trying to get those chapters written, and that was quite an experience. But first, let's get to the New Year's thing. Are any of you doing resolutions?
No. I totally agree with you. I find that a lot of people's resolutions are actually based around trying to fix themselves. Like there's something wrong with them. So it's
Yeah.
based in that
That's a
lack,
good.
based in I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, so I need to fix myself. And I don't like that energy at all. I don't think that's a great energy to enter the year. So no
I'm with you.
resolutions for me.
I am
No.
with you 100%. And I know that you have been having your own struggles lately with this head cold that you've been fighting with. But have you given any thought to thinking about the next year and what you're thinking? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have
Yeah,
to speak English. All I have to do is like show up and you know what I'm thinking. I love that.
I do. I think if I had to pick a word for me, it's going to be what I worked on a lot of last year, um, is just to be in flow, to allow my divine feminine to flow, and whatever that looks like. And then whatever comes up along the way that I have resistance to or that I'm struggling with, to work through that and just allow and be in flow is kind of my vision for my new year.
I love that. I just want to poke in here real quick. Lee put down the word completion, and then later she said, 1 year, my resolution was to read a book a month. I tripled it. Maybe I'll do that again. I like that. I like
We got a
that.
book for her.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Need to work on completing projects. Okay. So, Diane or Tammy, have either one of you come up with what you want to focus on this year?
Diane, you can go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm still thinking that through.
Yeah.
I love the word unstoppable.
Feel free to use it. I don't know
Uh,
no copyright or anything.
I wrote down wholeness, but then as Tara's speaking, that kind of tells me that I'm not whole. And I don't know. I think wholeness has a really broad spectrum about being all that I can be,
Mhm.
all that I am, realizing all I am and all that. And then I wrote down allow, and then I wrote down my favorite word that starts with an S, Tara, surrender.
Yeah.
And I think all of those kind of say, I just want to be open. I want to be I want to feel the freedom to do what I'm led to do.
That's awesome. Rita just popped in here with the word visible.
Oh, that's a good one.
Wow,
Yeah.
powerful.
So I haven't landed on a word yet, but those are floating around in my head.
Have you landed on a concept? Like last year, my concept, it was like my voice will be heard around the world. It wasn't one word, it was
Right.
a concept.
I think my concept is all of that wrapped up into one, and very much what Tara said is to consciously and with intent be in the flow of spirit.
I like that.
Letting spirit and my guides and synchronicities and those things, those messages, the way the messages come, lead me to where I should be, even though I might not consciously understand where I should be.
Okay.
So I think that has a lot to do with the word surrender. Tara laughs because we've had these long conversations about, get out of my own way,
Mhm.
basically. So that's the concept, I think.
I like it. I
Me
like
too.
it. Tammy Jean, what have you come up with?
Well, I'm just going to have to consider that word surrender. I've been going through the last few months. Am I echoing for you guys, or is it just me?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay, good. Just struggling. I don't want to say the word struggling, but like learning to be, just like, I've kind of been put in a place where I'm being kind of sat down, and you need to rest and trust and listen and just be and relax. And I just overthink everything. And I'm spent the last since October, 3 months, just trying to listen and trust and surrender to that. So coming into this new year, I'm actually doing a series on shadow work in my group, and it's more for me. A lot of the things I do in my group, Mending Hearts with Self-Love in Facebook, is I go through things myself and I share and I create visibility so people know they're not alone. And that's what I'm working through right now is, and it was brought to my attention yesterday about being cautious with the word shadow work, but shedding light on those dark sides of ourselves that we don't necessarily like, but finding unconditional love for ourselves through shining that light and accepting and loving those parts. So I don't think there's a word, but just that's a hell of a concept.
Yeah.
Inner peace. I would really like to find inner peace. There's always ups and downs, but finding that inner peace or inner joy would be really important for me this year.
That's awesome. What is the name of your Facebook group again? I want to have Todd pop it up for people.
It's Mending Hearts with Self-Love. It's a private group, and I do a lot of, self-love work and just creating a safe space for people to, open up and, and share their stories. And
okay. Jessica Cat said, yes, trust is a good word.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Especially self-trust.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I think is a lot for a lot of people. There you go. There's the name of the Facebook group,
Great.
Mending Hearts with Self-Love.
Thank you.
And I'm a member of that group, and I'm going to try to keep up with it. As I was looking at my calendar, watching it fill in and fill in and fill in.
Oh, yeah. I'm supposed to be taking a break in January, but it's not working out so well.
Well, yeah, I get that though, because sometimes there's taking a break, and then there's other times where it's like, well, I want to do that, and I want to do that, and I want to do that, and none of it feels like I have to.
Right. That's
and I love that. When things feel like I have
obligated.
to,
right.
Yeah, it's not as nice. So, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice group. She does a really good job with that group. It's a nice group to belong to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Tara, tell us about Clubhouse.
Okay. So we are a part of the Soulful Sharing Circle, which is open to everyone. And we meet every Thursday morning, and I can only do Mountain Time. Everyone else can share their time zones. And we meet at
We are all in different time zones.
Yes, we meet at 9:00 Mountain Standard Time, and we have a topic usually. Not that we stay on topic, and it's just it was started by Diane and myself for a place for people to connect, for like-minded, like-hearted people to connect and feel connected. And we are open to everybody, and everyone's welcome. And we just have such great conversations. I think it was you, Christina, that said we should do our own mic drop t-shirts, because we have a lot of mic drop moments in the group, and it's so healing and so beautiful, I guess is the best way to say it. It's such a safe place, and it's such a beautiful place that we all share our thoughts, our opinions, our experiences, and what's kind of been going on for us around the topic. And there's just so much wisdom in that room. It's amazing. And then we record it, and there's a podcast for it too, under the same name, Soulful Sharing Circle, which you can find on all major podcast platforms.
Which is cool, which is why we're all just like, yeah, we're totally into this conversation, because we do this every week. And then we have a chat group that we're in between times. So there's a lot of communication going on here, and I absolutely love it. I am so blessed to have you people in my life, all of you ladies, plus the ones who aren't even here for whatever reason. I'm just so grateful that you're all in my life, because my life is so much more enriched having you in it. And I just want to say with the Clubhouse thing, it is an app that you download onto your phone. Oh, and heaven help me, if you have an Android, you're going to have to take it off your phone and put it back on your phone every single week to be able to participate. But Clubhouse has this really cool feature where you can go in and just listen. But if you want to contribute, you can also be brought into the chat and you can contribute. And I love that because I don't know any other platform that does it that seamlessly.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. And if you want to take yourself out of the chat, you can do that too.
Yep.
And
Or
it's just talking, no video, which is kind of nice
Right.
too. You don't really have to, do makeup or brush your hair if you don't want to. You can come and participate in your pajamas.
I am almost always in my pajamas for Clubhouse.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Me too.
So
It's a PJ party.
So it's 9:00 Mountain, 10:00 Central, 11 o'clock Eastern.
Eastern. Yep.
And you're on West Coast time, whatever that, Pacific, right, Diane?
8:00 Pacific, yeah.
8:00 Pacific. No wonder Diane's in her pajamas. The rest of us are just kind of
We're just lazy.
We're lazy, that's it. And okay with it.
Yeah, it's okay. Accepted.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to expand on what Tara said about New Year's resolutions. Because resolutions really are about fixing problems, right? So I got really tired a few years ago of thinking of myself as a problem. Anybody else got tired of that?
Yeah.
Because I'm not a problem to be fixed anymore.
Right.
I just refuse to be.
I always say I'm not a DIY project.
Right. I like that. That should be a t-shirt.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. That would be a really cool t-shirt. I'm not my own DIY project anymore, because
or anyone else is.
Yeah, there you go. I never liked the idea that there was something wrong and needs to be fixed. That's why I don't like the word healing. Because, if I'm doing healing, it means that there's something either sick or broken. It's kind of just a way that I look at it. It's like I would rather send someone healthy energy than healing energy.
Interesting.
It's a very small difference in a word, but to me, it means a big difference. Lee says, I'd buy that shirt.
That's a mic drop right there.
Yeah, it is.
The healing and healthy thing?
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Wow.
it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to take some thought.
Yeah.
Time to process.
Yeah. And welcome to our conversations every Thursday morning.
Right?
Pretty much. This is it. Yeah. I love it.
I might have to rearrange my vocabulary.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I was sitting here like, seriously,
Right?
that's interesting. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And I have felt the same way for quite some time, Christina, like you said. Years ago, even before, well, we all learn as we go, right? Our lives change and we evolve and we realize different things and we grow and we come to another place every day, actually. And years ago, I wasn't as aware of everything, but for some reason, I didn't like the term New Year's resolutions. I knew that when I said I was going to do that, I felt a lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I felt expectations. And then, you feel like, well, this is the way I felt, is that I had to come up with something that was big and it would make a big impact on my life. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to, like you said, just pick something, exercise 5 times a week. Well, who was I kidding? I didn't even exercise 1 time a week at the time. I still don't. But why was I trying to force myself into an expectation? Yeah. And then it wouldn't happen. And then I would feel like a failure. And I decided, I'm not going to do that to myself anymore.
It's quite the cycle of self-abuse, really.
It really is.
It really is, yeah.
Wow. There's another one that just hit me like boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Boom.
I
We
never
say that
thought
word a
about
lot, don't we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I never thought about New Year's resolutions like Tara had said it, like you're assuming something's wrong with you
Mm.
going into every new year, that there's something that needs to be fixed. I actually paid one year. I was, sitting at the bar watching TV, and there was a commercial for an exercise place, I'll say. And, it was sign up for free and $10 a month. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. And I spent, 120, well, it was probably $155 for the year. And I went once and got my key card and never went back. And how much money do they make? Yeah. For those of us who are
A
like,
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 I know I did a card pull yesterday from my surrender deck, and kind of the message that came through, and I thought it was brilliant. So thank you, Spirit. Is why do we need to do it on certain times? Like, if there's something you want to do, just do it. Why
Right.
do we need to have these times of year where okay, so this is my New Year's resolution, so I have to. And so it's more about, what do I want to do at this point, rather than, like doing something because it's the time to set the New Year's resolution, or it's the time to, any of that. It's just do what makes you happy, period.
Right.
Do what brings you joy.
Could it be considered setting an intention though? I was just thinking that. Or could setting an intention be a better way to look at it?
I think it depends on, like everything. I think it depends on the energy behind it. I
Yeah.
mean, you can call it an
Yeah.
intention and it'll still be the same thing.
Yeah.
Or if you are, either way, it's kind of putting that out there. So, but it
Yeah.
depends on how you feel about that, which is, if you feel like you want to set an intention, then by all means do.
Yeah.
If you feel you want to set a resolution, by all means do.
Mhm.
I would just say, be really aware of when you're making it or setting them, that you're doing it with love and not from this lack or scarcity or
Should.
worthless. Yeah. From that energy, from there's something wrong with me energy, because that starts you off already in the wrong direction, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think the setting of intention, for me, is a better word than something like resolution or goal. Even I have a hard time with that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do I.
For me, setting an intention has the meaning of being aware and paying attention. That's what setting, to me, an intention is. And I think when Christina started with the word of the year, to me, that's kind of the same thing as setting an intention in a loving way. I am going to be this person. This is what I'm going to focus on. And I think it's great to focus on growth and building myself up.
Mm-hmm.
And it is attached to, if you drill down into it is attached to thinking that I want to be better, in quotes. But I think that growth and wanting to be the best you can be is way different than having something wrong with me. That's what goes through my head.
Right.
That if I start at a loving place, like Tara said, I love me, and so I want me to expand. And like you said, Tara, you want to, talk to the whole world. That was your intention last year.
Yeah.
And I think that when you start at the place of love and say, I want to expand, I want to share, I want to, grow, I think that a person can put whatever word they want to it.
Yeah.
But what does it mean to me to use that word? Like, I don't set goals for myself. because that word has a negative attachment for me.
Mhm.
You know, sorry.
Nope, that's okay.
I saw a phrase, Marilyn.
Hey,
Marilyn's here.
Woo!
Yay! I was flipping over a notebook when I had something I wanted to write down that Christina said, but I saw a phrase that I had written down in another network that I'm in with some friends. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And you said about the goals, and I just think, I don't know. I mean, anytime I've tried to set goals, I end up falling short or failing or whatever, and that just makes me feel worse. And I feel like going with the flow and trusting is a better,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's
it
why
makes me feel like if I don't prepare, if I don't plan, then I'm going to fail,
and
Well, that's probably true, but
yeah, that's why I don't like the word goal, is because it makes me feel worse. But I think it's separate from making a plan and preparing.
Yeah.
If you tell me, I mean, if we're talking and you says, what's your intention for this? For me, that is a place of love that I can wrap my head around. If you say, for the same situation, if you say, what is your goal for this? That's one of the things that tightens me up.
right.
So I think it's very individual. I know it's very
Mhm.
individual because not everybody has that.
Can I interrupt for just a minute here? I wanted to acknowledge some comments, and I wanted to welcome Marilyn to the group. Hi, Marilyn. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hey, Marilyn.
Lee has some stuff. First of all, she doesn't like the phrase either for resolutions. She also says that the resolution that she completed was the reading resolution, 1 book a month, and she did 3 because she loves to read. And so I was successful when I did something I wanted to do, and I think that's a key thing.
Mhm.
I wanted to bring that up because Lee made a really key point there. If I want to do something, I'm going to do it so much better than if I'm forcing myself to do something I don't want to do, like joining a gym. I don't like the energy of a gym. I just don't like it. I've never been in one. I've been comfortable in. And, the older I get and the heavier I get, the less comfortable I become walking into a gym. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things that, yeah, I mean, if it's something that I want to do or that anyone wants to do, you have a much higher chance of being successful at it. And I think that's where New Year's resolutions kind of fall flat for a lot of people. We don't really want to do those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that kind of was the point I was trying to make. Just my brain's not totally here yet, but
that's okay. You're on like cold meds or something.
Oh yeah, not meds, but but that's the thing though. Why do we need to set a resolution? If it's something you want to do, then you're going to do it.
Right.
So you don't need to put it to, like, I like to bake, so I don't need to set a resolution that I'm going to bake, because I'm going to bake because I want to bake. So anything that we need to prep ourselves for or push ourselves to do, we're doing for some other reason than we want to do it.
Exactly. Ladies, we need to take a little commercial break here, but when we come back, we're going to start with Marilyn and get her take on all of this resolution intention stuff.
If you're a fan of the paranormal world, then you'll love WLTK-DB Talk Radio. Talk shows bringing you the latest on everything paranormal, cryptozoological, metaphysical, true crime, psychic readings, and more. The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.
Oh, y'all caught me dancing again. I like that intro music. All right. Hey, everybody, you are listening to Be the Change on WLTK-DB Talk Radio. I am here with members of the Soulful Sharing Circle. I remembered it this time. I could not remember the word circle at the beginning of the show. I don't know why my brain wouldn't wrap around circle, but it wouldn't. But anyway, so here we are. And Marilyn was having a little bit of technical issues, but now she's in. And if she unmutes herself, then she can give us her take on this whole resolution intention thing. Hi, Marilyn. Welcome to the show.
Hello, ladies. Happy New Year. Resolutions. That's something I think about a whole lot because in the past, anytime I've made a resolution, you can guarantee I did the exact opposite of that resolution. And I think because we tend to make resolutions for things that we really don't want to do. And I think that's where we trip ourselves up all the time. I can't hear myself. And so this year I've actually haven't made any resolutions. I have some intentions though, but they're very kind of vague, like I intend to let my creative flow, not
Love it.
I intend to make 10 journals and 17 cards and they're more broad-based and stuff. So they're not bound by a whole bunch of rules or punishments. We tend to make resolutions and put punishments on them.
Yeah. Hadn't thought of that, but you're right. We do. We do. I mean, to me, just going to a gym is a punishment, and other people love it. So, good thing we're not all the same.
I'm with you, Christina, that I would never go to a gym either.
I'll walk 1,000 miles, but I'm not going to a gym. I'll walk 1,000 miles in snow, but I'm not going to a gym.
But I think, like we were talking about, I think it's all the energy that you put behind it.
Yeah.
Like with intention, like Diane was saying. If her intention is to grow this year and expand, she's doing it from a space of love, then that's great and that works for her. I am choosing not to set anything. Like I said, my focus is just going to be and let life flow. But I think it's all the energy behind it, because you could also use the word intention and go and use it to do that self-sabotaging or that self-fixing thing too. Yeah. So I think it depends on the energy behind it and what kind of aligns with you too.
Mm-hmm. I want to welcome Tristan to the group. Hi, Tristan. Thanks for joining us this evening. Tristan, we are talking about New Year's resolutions, intentions, like maybe picking a vague word. My word is unstoppable. It doesn't apply to any particular goal. Just whatever I choose to do, I'm going to do it with vigor. Going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And I think that that's probably another thing that we gain as we age too. Like, we're a lot braver now than we used to be. At least I am. I don't know if that goes for everyone, but yeah, I am much more like, I don't want to do it, I'm not going to. But if I want to do it, there's not a force on earth that's going to stop me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really like that.
I've just found this last year, and I know we've talked about this a lot on our group, that when I do make plans, the universe always seems to kind of go, no. That's not what we have planned for you today. And it's like, oh, okay. So I guess that's why I'm really stuck on the being. Yeah. Because I know there's like, okay, like tomorrow I'm going to get up and I'm going to, start this new book. And so I have that plan and I have it in my head. And then I get up and this happens and that happens and I can't download the book. And, like all these things happen. And then it's just, to me, that's just the universe going, yeah, no, we have another plan for you today. So let it go. And so that's why for me, I think it's so important to just be, because like Diane was saying, is that connection to spirit. I want to be a vessel for source to move
Yeah.
through and to speak through. And so I'm just going to let that be however that shows up.
I love that.
Yeah.
I also am just really tired with sitting still, so I can't wait to get back out on the road again, because that's me, and I am happiest with a windshield in front of me.
Right. Well, what you talked about just now, Tara, about being, that is my feeling behind the words allow and surrender,
Mm-hmm.
is to be open and not fight against it. So, okay, how many times have we fought source and said, no, I'm not going to do it that way. This is the way I think I should do it. Well, maybe not you, but I have.
No, I have.
Oh.
I have. I've taken that on before.
A whole bunch of times, right?
And I never win.
I know, right? Just surrender. Listen and surrender, and everything just kind of falls into place.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
That's the master plan. That's the source plan. But we think we know better because we're so smart. Right?
Yeah. I just want to say, are you ladies watching the comments at all?
No.
We can't see them, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. If you're on a phone, you probably won't be able to see them. But Tristan, I just wanted to share this with you. So many beautiful women on the show today. So thank you, Tristan.
Thank you.
And Robin said, yes, they are. So thank you, Robin.
You guys should come join us on Thursday mornings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm sure.
Yeah, if you're available to come and join us on Thursday mornings, it's every time zone. We've covered every time zone in North America on that show. So, but it is 9:00 Mountain, 8:00 Pacific, 10:00 Central, 11:00 Eastern. Right?
You did it.
I did it. I got the times right.
That's a win right there.
That is.
That's a win right there, because I have always got the times screwy and backwards. Like, Diane says, okay, we're having an author meeting at 6 p.m. Pacific, and I'm on there at like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Central.
Yeah.
When it's supposed to be 8 p.m., so yeah, I'm always getting that mixed up, but that's okay.
Diane has to take care of me too with that, and so she just knows my time zones. She just tells me.
So I always
show up at 7, Tara.
Your time 7.
Yeah. The meeting at this time, your time.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kristen. You wrote, go, Christina, go.
I'm the opposite direction. I miss everything. I'm always an hour late.
In your own time zone.
Yeah. I loved hearing what Tara and Diane had to say about, following source and being within source. And I really feel like, even though I'm on the go and I love being on the go, and my word is unstoppable, because I'm just not letting silly stuff get in my way anymore. All of it is like, it comes to me in meditation. Like, I will sit there and meditate and just go, bring me what's in my highest and best interest and the highest and best interest of everyone else involved, whatever that is. And I have been presented with some amazing speaking opportunities coming up this year, some amazing publishing opportunities coming up this year. Some, it's like, and it's just because I got out of my own way and I stopped saying, I'm a big fan of Abraham Hicks. And I've really adopted the phrase, and not just for New Year's, I did this months ago, the path of most allowance.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And that has been such a game changer for me. Am I on the path of most allowance? Because when I'm in resistance, things can't come to me.
I was just going to say, total opposite of the path of least resistance.
Kind of means the same thing, but it's a shift.
But it's a shift.
Yeah.
From the negative thoughts to the positive thoughts. And that's I think a lot of us would go through. And I caught myself just a couple minutes ago when I said that the people commenting should come be with us on Thursday. And it's very hard. I don't like the word and I don't like to use it, but it's such a habit.
Yeah.
You know, me telling someone else what I think is proper for them. You know? And
We had that conversation last Thursday, didn't we? Shooting on ourselves.
Shooting on
Yeah.
ourselves.
Oh, we have that one a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we are in that place of most allowance, then everything flows and you don't have as many challenges. You don't have as many roadblocks. You're happier overall. Things work better. Your plans, the plans that you get are sent from source. So you can say, okay, I know that this, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. How do I, you know, how do I get there? How do I do that?
Right.
Allow. Yeah.
I'm a big one for asking for signs.
Yes.
Oh, me too.
I love to ask for signs. And then when I receive them, I get so excited because like, yay, I got a sign. I'm so excited.
You want one of these signs that says, turn this way, Christina. Is that what the kind of?
Well, you know, the thing is, oh, there are some of her signs.
Yeah.
I get, because I'm very dense, I need very large feathers to fall out of the sky and hit me in the head.
Oh my gosh.
These
That's
are all
amazing.
signs, seriously. Yeah.
I love it.
That's amazing.
Or the eagle that landed in front of my car while I was driving.
Oh, you were telling us about that.
Here's
Yeah.
the sign. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Fine.
And I'm still dense, you know, so they know.
Stop enforcing that.
Yeah. I was going to say, and there's a self. Anyway.
Yep, I know.
Robin says cool feathers, Tammy Jane.
Thank you.
I love signs too. And I'm the same way, Christina. But then sometimes I get frustrated, but that's just my own stuff. I know. But because I ask for a sign, then it gives me a sign. And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I want another sign.
Yeah, but I don't
sign.
Can you make it clearer?
Yeah. Give me another one. Give me another one. And so, yeah. But it's nature of us, I think.
I think it is. But I want a signier sign.
I need.
Right? Therein lies the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep. Lee accidentally left, but she's back. Welcome back, Lee. We're talking about signs now. Here's your sign. No, not here's your sign. Looking for signs. And Tammy Jean was showing us some of her signs. She has a bunch of feathers that she has found.
Those are amazing.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yep, they sure are.
To me today actually is I was working on manifesting something, and I expect, for instance, you all know me in electronics. I expect what I do tomorrow to work the way it's supposed to work. That's my expectation. I know, Tammy, just laugh.
Sorry.
And then it was like I got hit in the head. It's like, why are you putting an expectation on it? If you're allowing, there is no expectation.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh. All right, we're just going to create an entire line of T-shirts at this point. So.
We totally should.
There is no expectation. And I'm going.
I know that's been my mantra too, because expectations are, even talking about signs, when I get a sign, then I'll have an expectation of something. Right. Just because I got the sign doesn't tell me when it's going to happen, just says it's going to happen. Right. But then I attach to, okay, so it's going to happen this week, and then it doesn't happen. Then I get frustrated, and then I'm like, give me another sign. And then it's like, but so I've been really focusing. My mantra has been expect no expectations.
Nice. I like that. Lee has a request. V-neck t-shirts, please.
She's ready.
Robin says, yes, I'd buy that sign. So you better repeat that, Tara.
I don't even remember what I said now.
It's a good thing we can go back and listen.
Oh, yeah, that, my mantra. Okay, I thought we were talking about the sign here, sign one or something. Yeah, expect no expectations. So I keep having to say that to myself when I find, because, I like to attach expectations, and then that just causes my own suffering. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I just keep having to repeat that to myself. Even with this head cold that I've had, it's like, I'm feeling better, so I'm going to be good tomorrow. Expect no expectations. So just let it go. Let it be how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Huge lessons. Huge.
Yes.
Lee, we know you're a girl, honey. Thank you. She said I'm a girl. So that's why she said V-neck t-shirts, please. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm with you. I like V-neck.
That wasn't an inappropriate comment. No.
No.
Me too. I like V-necks too.
Me too, yeah.
Much more because they don't feel like you're choking on a V-neck.
Yeah.
Well, this is I have a feeling like we could do this for another hour.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have about 4 minutes left. So if you have an urgent calling that needs to come out of your mouth, now is the time to bring it forth.
I think I would just like to reiterate, and I know we've said it a couple of times, that everyone is welcome to our clubhouse. It is such a great place to share your wisdom, to receive healing. We quite often do healing. Quite often what we talk about is very healing. So please come and join us. We set topics, like I said, but it's not very often we stay on topic.
Do we have a topic for this week?
Not yet.
Okay, so topic suggestions. Are we open?
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely.
T-shirts.
They want the T-shirts.
Tammy, what are you doing there? Oh, I can see your little.
Oh my! I was looking at comments.
Oh, comments, yeah.
I can see the comments. I have a chat box at the bottom of my phone.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. So that's all I have to say. Come join us. It's fun. And yeah, there's always something new.
You don't even need a secret word.
No,
just iPhone is probably the secret word you need to get in.
Well, I want to thank you, Christina, for inviting us. We always love to get together, and this program you're doing is fabulous. And I wanted to say too that I love the title of your show, Be the Change.
Thank
you. Me too.
I think that says so much.
I love your intro too.
Yeah, Todd did a great job on that intro, didn't he?
Yeah.
He created that. Yeah. Marilyn, Tammy, any last words of wisdom?
No, I'm just very happy that I managed to get on here and join you. Yeah, and and I'm all for people joining us on our Clubhouse app. I want to say it's such a safe space, and no matter where you are in your growth of following the light, you're always so welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really, really sweet place. Does anyone else have anything that they want to bring up to pop up on the screen here before we go? No? We're all good? All right. Also, for those of us who take appointments, Tammy, did you have any last words that you wanted to bring up?
I was just going to say earlier, I wanted to say, and I didn't get a chance, but the groups, the Clubhouse group and our private group and everything you guys are doing, I'm just so grateful for all the things I'm learning. And I want to say, especially to Tara right now, though I'm grateful for all of you, but the allowing and being, like, you've been an inspiration to me, and I just want to express that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm trying.
Well, me too. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to promote myself right now. So I do have a website. It is ChristinaBloom.com. That's Christina with a K and Bloom with 2 O's. So ChristinaBloom.com. There is a contact form on my website. So if you wanted to contact me through that, you can contact me through my website, or I'm on Facebook. And I have a Facebook group if you're not already in it, or if you think that that it would be good for someone else, please feel free to invite them. And that is Christina L. Bloom - Your Spiritual Advisor. Also, if you want to make an appointment with me, you can text me or message me, on Facebook, or go through the contact form on my website, or you can email me at psychiccristina67@gmail.com. I do take private appointments over the phone or over the internet. And thank you, Jessica. Said, yes, thank you, Christina, for this show. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel so blessed to be able to do this show every week. All of my appointments now are online or over the phone, because I gave up my office during the pandemic, and I'm on the road too much now to maintain an office. So, I might be in your neighborhood. You never know. Find out. Maybe we can do a face-to-face if I'm in your neighborhood. So I wanted to throw that out there, and I want to thank all of you ladies in the Soulful Sharing Circle. You have no idea the impact that you have had on my well-being, and I thank you all so much, so much.
That goes
Tammy?
both ways.
Yes.
Did you have something else to add, Tammy? You look like you wanted to say something. Okay. All right. I have to flip over and get into my next show. So the paranormal room coming up, we're talking about oddities and anomalies. So, just weird stuff you see out there. Thank you, Robin. Just weird stuff that we see out there in the world. And I'm on the road a lot, so I see a lot of weird stuff that I just cannot even explain. So you'll be hearing about that in about 10 minutes on the next show. All right. Thank you all, ladies, so much. And I look forward to seeing you or hearing you, I should say, Thursday morning.
All right. Thank you, Christina.
Thank
Take
Christina.
care.
Thank
Blessings.
you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.